How's it going, fam? Welcome back to Erica's EDC. Look at all these knives that we have here today. Guys, we are going to do an updated list of some of my favorite knife steels. This is not a reflection on the best ones in the whole world. This is my personal opinion. This is also not a list of all of my favorite steels. These are just some of them that I wanted to show you guys. We are sipping and flipping tonight. We have House Marg Unfiltered Pilsner with lime and salt. This is honestly delicious, and it sounds kind of silly, but this thing is good. So cheers to you guys. That's our sip. What are we flipping? Well, let me take a sip first. That is what we're flipping lately. Spyderco Native 5 Lightweight in Maxim, the test knife for August. Not like you can necessarily flip it super easy, but that is our blade. Let's clear these out and talk about them one by one because we have a lot of fun stuff here and I want to give them their deserved time, guys. Please do not be butthurt if I do not mention a steel that you are obsessed with. There honestly are a good amount of them that I haven't gotten my hands on. I have never tried M390 or Vanex or 15V. I have S110V that I need to try, but I don't have 10V. S90V is something I've had and gotten rid of for no particular reason, but oh, that is good. It's like a craft beer and a margarita put together. All right, we're going to talk about Maxim at first because I'm testing this month. I've had a love-hate relationship with Maxim. I touched on why that is in my introduction video to the August testing, but basically Maxim for me at first, a number of years ago, it was just too chippy for me, and I'm not saying that because everyone else said it. Mine genuinely was chippy as fuck. It seems to be different now. These modern Maxim knives seem to be a little tougher, and the edge stability seems to be better. So Maxim, in my opinion, at least right now, is king. It is just a steel that keeps on going, and now that it's been maybe revised a little bit, or these ones are just better, I don't know, but it's just the king of steels in my opinion. The edge retention is out of this world. You just can't find it anywhere else. You really can't. And I'll be honest, I love the patina it takes. I think that Maxim takes such a cool patina. It's not like a typical one. It's kind of like a matte finish when it's done doing its thing. And I just think it's gorgeous, but edge retention is 100% there. The toughness is much better than it used to be, and Maxim for me is just absolute gold. Did I mention these are not in any particular order? They're not. So there's that. Let's go over S45 VN. Specifically from Spyderco. I think that they do a fabulous job on theirs. I have had S45 VN from Bark River, Chris Reeve, a few other makers, and I just think that Spyderco does the best job at it, and it performs really well. This is a steel that was made specifically for knives. It's kind of a revised S30V and S35 VN. Sorry, I need to drink beer. And this is just a really good steel when it's done right. I think it has great edge retention. It's very stainless. You can leave it toothy or you can polish it up. It's easy to work with. The toughness is definitely there. It's just an all-around great steel, and you typically get a decent price on these because it's one of their more budget steels, but you just can't beat a good S45 VN. And the great thing is, if you ding up this edge or whatever, you don't have to worry about it too much. It's not going to chip like some other harder steels. It typically just rolls. So for a beater blade, I think that S45 VN, when done correctly, is really good still, and it definitely still has its place. Oh, come on. There we go. Third time's a charm. So that's one of my favorites. What's next? Let's get the rest of the Spyderco's out of the way. K390. Oh man, this one's a honey. This is one of those steels that I just can't seem to dethrone. I love K390. I think this is just the balls. This is cooler than seeing your mom on Wednesday night. I mean, between the patina, the edge retention, the stability, and just the front end sharpness that it takes, man, and the way it strops back, oh my lord. K390 is, this is a honey. If we're gonna start talking like engineer's perspective, this is a honey. Sorry, I just cut my nails and I'm noticing that they look like very white and rigid on camera. Sorry. I love K390. I think it's one of Spyderco's best and most well done steels. I think that everyone should try K390. If you are looking for the ultimate cutting experience, this is it right here. Bowler K390, man. I love this. It has a lot of the really cool characteristics, patina, and edge retention that Maxim does without the chippiness, basically. And I know that I said that this isn't super chippy, but you have to be careful with Maxim because it's treated so hard. You're gonna get better toughness with K390. End of story. The toughness is way more reliable on this knife as opposed to something like Maxim. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend. Spyderco, if you ever watch this, make a Native 5 lightweight in K390 for the love of all mothers above 50 years of age. Rex 45, another absolute banger, and this is one that I didn't have the best experience with at first when it came to maintenance. I had a really hard time stropping this back, and then I was told that you have to use basswood with gunny juice on it basically to get any results because it's so hard, and sure enough that did work. So I was sent a little pocket strop, a basswood one with 2 micron and 0.5 micron gunny juice, and it got this thing right back to being a razor blade. You could probably hear that. That thing is crispy toothy, bro. This has a forced patina on it, but it will take a patina if it is left naturally. This one is regrounded, fully modded by some of my friends, Anthony and Ben, but just an absolute beast. Again, insane edge retention on this knife. This will cut for eternity. I love the Rex series. I love Rex 45. I think it's fantastic. And it gets crazy toothy. From my experience, if we're bringing in K390 real quick for reference, I think that you can get Rex 45 a little toothier. It doesn't want to glass out as quickly as K390, but neither of these glass out like S45 VN. I'm talking very minor. They're not going to want to polish up as quick and easy as S45. But between these two, I just think that Rex 45 is the toothier one. I really like these steels. Let's talk about a traditional knife real quick, just so we have some variety here. I really like 1095 high carbon steel, but specifically from GEC knives, I have found that it is done way better than Case. This is a beautiful 1095 carbon blade from GEC, and I have just found that the edge retention on this is, you know, a totally different ball game compared to Case 1095. I think Case just heat treats theirs way lower. It is not nearly the quality of GEC, but I honestly love a good 1095. I think it strops back really nice. I think it's great for beginners to learn how to sharpen. I think it gives you a really nice canvas to put whatever type of edge you want on it, and it will hold it for a decent amount of time if you have it well done, like in a knife like this. Just kind of an old school 1095 that you can strop on a leather strap with some of that crappy clay looking compound. You don't need anything too nutty for it. You can use a ceramic rod, you can use a belt, you can use denim jeans, you can use a wallet. You don't need DMT stones to do a sharpening progression on it like the previous knives we've talked about. It's just easy, right? It's just old school, it's easy, it's a very relaxed steel that still performs well if you get it done correctly, but the maintenance is just kind of a nice break every once in a while. So, a good 1095 in a traditional knife. That is yummy. Let's talk about Magna Cut. So this is a steel that I had some real issues with at first. And I had my first Magna Cut knife done at, I want to say it was like 61 or 61.5, and I just didn't have a good time with it. And then I got this, and I think this is clocking in at like 62.5 to 63, something around that range. Those do not sound like big number differences, but in the world of heat treat and Rockwell testing, that is a pretty big leap. This knife performs incredibly well. This is one of my best cutters. Sorry, Jasmine is barking at something. Jasmine is not my dog. She is Nikki's dog, and she's a guard dog. Magna Cut, when you treat it hard and grind it pretty thin like this, it will cut for days, guys, literally days. And there are a lot of people saying that you don't have to, you know, heat treat it that high. In my opinion, you do. I think it just works better, plain and simple. If you want to leave it at 61 or 62, go for it, but I'm not going to enjoy it. I like it at that 63, 64 range. I think there's no point in not bringing it up that high. This is an absolute shredder, guys, and the edge retention just goes forever. It is completely stain resistant and stainless. Takes a crazy toothy edge. It's just really nice, especially when you have it custom done by someone like John at BGM Knives. He does a cryogenic deal over there. A well done Magna Cut, you can't beat it. I am really sorry Jasmine sees the neighbors walking, and she's a little wound up about it. We have one knife to go over anyway, so I'll wrap this video up. This is the last one. Crewware. Crewware is a steel that I honestly have never had fail me. It's a very good option if you're looking for a semi-stainless steel with crazy edge retention and toughness, and you can really get it pretty toothy. This one has some staining and stuff because I have really abused this, and it is rusting a little bit, but that's because I literally put it back in the sheath like with steak juice or something on it. This is double hollow ground, crazy toothy. Crewware doesn't even cost that much either, so that's a cool thing, is like you can get it from Spyderco and stuff. They're sprint runs and exclusives, and they're not like terribly priced. Spyderco does a really good job on their crewware too, but a well done crewware. I love it, honestly. I think it's kind of a cool in between. It's kind of like taking like S45 VN. You're getting like the ease of sharpening and the toughness from S45, but you're getting like a lot of the toothy capabilities and the edge retention of like Magna Cut almost, and Maxim it. I don't know. It's a very interesting steel. I've heard that you can do a lot of different things with it. And like I said, I've never had bad luck with it. It's just an all-around great steel. So crewware is one of my favorites too. But those are some of my all-time faves. Like I said, this is not all of them. These are not the best in the whole world. I'm sure there are going to be many people that say I didn't mention theirs. I know 15V is the hot topic right now. I just don't have access to it. Yeah, there are plenty of others out there. These are just a couple samples of steels that you can try if you want, that I have tested and had very good results with. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you are sipping on something yummy. Go use your shit, learn how to sharpen your knives, and I will see you on the next video. I love you guys so much. Take care, fam.